What's up, YouTube? This is going to be your guide on how to use Dondozo in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. I'll be doing some competitive builds and some fun meme builds to suit your needs. Now, having a look at Dondozo, it's a really interesting Pokemon, and I'm going to be talking about how it integrates with Tatsugiri and the strategy you can do with that too. If there's a Pokemon you'd like to see me do, make sure you leave it below in the comment section, and if you've got anything else to add to my Dondozo sets or anything that's really worked well for you, leave below as well, and make sure you do leave a like there. And without further ado, let's get into it. So looking at this first Dondozo build here, I'm going to actually be showing you integration with Tatsugiri. So let me explain this. Firstly, I actually did a Dondozo sweep, so if you want to see this exact strategy in action, you can check it out there, PIMPNITE Dondozo sweep. Now, this is Tatsugiri here, and I've got this in its curly form, so it's an orange form here, and it actually has a different little strategy you can use with the Commander ability. Let me explain Commander ability. So on Tatsugiri, now this is in a doubles battle all the way. I'll be explaining doubles battles, and I'll be suggesting some singles battle sets along the way too. So with Commander ability, what happens when you send Tatsugiri and Dondozo onto the field together? Tatsugiri will jump inside Dondozo's mouth. Now, what does this mean? Tatsugiri cannot do anything at all. It can't be touched, but it also can't swap out. It's virtually just there to form with Dondozo. Now, on this transformation, it'll get a +2 in all of its stats, that being Dondozo, and it also has a unique move called Order Up. And the way Order Up actually works is with the 3 different types of Tatsugiri. So the curly, which I've got right here, will give it +1 in attack when you use Order Up. And that's that move right there. It's a dragon type move. It's 80 base power. We've got Droopy, which will give a defense boost, and you've got Stretchy, which will give a speed boost. It all sort of depends on what strategy you want to go for. Now, I reckon probably one of the best sets that could work here. Now, looking at its health, it's great. You know, it's got a good attack stat, it's got a nice defensive stat, and its speed is terrible, right? So you probably think, well, you know, why are you investing so much in speed? Well, on the swap into, on the transformation from Tatsugiri into inside Dondozo, it actually gets a +2 in speed, which makes it respectable. So at level 100, I think it gets like 370 in speed, which is really, really nice there. And you could actually make use of the stretch form there and even increase its speed further if you really, really wanted to. Now, all you got to do is attack with Order Up, and that'll do a fair amount of damage there if you invested everything into attack. You can go Adamant. I'd go Jolly if you want extra speed. If you're not really worried about speed, and if you want to build it like tanky like this, you can do that too. You can do like crazy sort of tanky builds if you want to use like the Droopy form for defense, or you want the curly form of attack, you can do that. I'm just suggesting a sweeping one, and you know, after one Order Up, it's going to be hitting, you know, really, really hard, which is nice. You know, +2 in attack on top of that. I've given it the moves Waterfall, and I've given it Earthquake too. Now, there won't be another Pokemon on your side of the field, so that's good as well for Earthquake. And I've given it Terra Ground too, because Dondozo is a pure water type Pokemon. I say this a lot with Terra. Pure water type Pokemon love to bring out electric types and grass type Pokemon. Now, I've also given it Ice Fang too. That's another way to hit grass type Pokemon. It does learn Zen Headbutt too, so that's another option if you want to add on there too. But I quite like this moveset. It works well across the board there. And every time you use Order Up with the Tatsugiri, you will get a +1 in attack. But yeah, if you give this Tatsugiri a Toxicorp, so send the Tatsugiri in at the start. And if you want an actual visual look at this, I will direct you to my my Dondozo sweep there that I recently did a battle of 3 or 4 days ago. So you start off with the Electro. These are the moves I give it: Explosion, Protect, Rain Dance, just to stop any like weather and stuff one-shotting the Tatsugiri on 1 health after you use Endure. So Electro goes boom, you get some damage on the opponents. Tatsugiri lives on 1 health. You know, the opponents do whatever they're going to do, attack you or whatever like that. And then you're poisoned on 1 health. But the turn doesn't end there, right? You swap the Dondozo in, and then they do their little merge and jump inside the mouth. The Dondozo gets its +2 in all of its stats, and then you've got one turn until the Tatsugiri actually faints inside of Dondozo, which can only happen with like a Toxic Orb or a Flame Orb. So I was sort of doing this cool strategy and figured it out. Now, that means you can actually swap another Pokemon, another supporting Pokemon on the field after the Tatsugiri faints in one turn. So you could even give Dondozo Protect if you didn't even want to get hit or anything like that, if you really wanted to. But obviously, you change your item up there. I'd suggest like Citrus Berry. Now, after that's done, an example of a Pokemon you could swap in would be Espartha. This Pokemon, wow, yeah. So it has the ability Opportunist. So when a Pokemon receives the stat boost, this Pokemon gets the same. So you could potentially swap that onto the field and get those boosts at the same time as well. And you can also have speed boosts as well, and you've got this item Mirror Herb. So you can use any of those strategies. So Mirror Herb works basically the same way as the ability. So then you could go for something like Stored Power. I'm not going to do like a full Espartha build here. Just a little suggestion of the sort of things that you could do with Dondozo and Tatsugiri after Tatsugiri is fainted, of course. So yes, that's how the Commander ability works. That's how each of the forms of the curly, droopy, and stretchy forms work. Potentially, if you wanted to do like different forms, let's say let me get if I can do this. I'm like, okay, Droopy. So Droopy gives a defensive stat. So say you wanted a really, really tanky Dondozo, you know, like you could go, man, I want to build this super tanky, you know, you could get another one in defense there after you use Order Up. So that's just another way of making like super bulky and stuff like that. You could even have like a Pokemon, I was thinking, like another strategy. Of course, this is after it's fainted, so let's make it tanky. So let's say after Tatsugiri has fainted, and you can bring in another Pokemon. I was thinking something like this would be cool. Like, you got an After You Pokemon. That'd be really nice. Let's see if something nice and speedy. So, we've got, like, Indeedee. That's nice and Morsold. Indeedee's probably better suited for doubles, in my opinion, than Morsold. So, you could go something like this. And, you know, you could do a support sort of set here. That could be kind of nice. So you go like After You on the Dondozo to make it go after it because its speed's trash. And that, you know, something cool like that could work as well. I think that'd be like really unique. There's so many cool different things you could actually do there with the Tatsugiri and Dondozo together. I think it's really cool. I wish they did more Pokemon like this, you know. I think that strategy, though, with getting the Tatsugiri to faint inside of Dondozo's mouth is really cool, too, because it's not actually meant to work that way. You're not actually meant to be able to touch it, but that's how it was, right? I think it's pretty cool. All right, let's have a look at this next set. So having a look at a bit of a single strategy. I mean, you could use this in doubles if you want, but it's a bit slow for doubles, in my opinion. So this is a really, really tanky set. This is, like, insane. Oh, abilities, too. Let me go over this. So for the doubles one, like, it's quite hard because Dondozo actually gets really, really good abilities. So it gets Unaware, which is great. Ignoring those stats is always a bonus. Say someone's really set up, they're about to sweep and destroy you. You swap it in, right? You've got this massive, ginormous water Snorlax. Someone call it that. So I like that, water Snorlax. And you can tank all those hits, you know. I think it's really good. And you can set up yourself. It's got Oblivious, so it can't be Infatuated, Taunt, or Intimidate, which I feel is very important too, depending on what moveset you're running. Even just immunity to Intimidate is good too. And Water Veil, another one I quite like on physical sets, because like if this gets burned, it's, you know, kind of gets shut down, you know. So Water Veil is good too. So you can make your pick depending on what your build would be. For this one, this was a doubles one, so I had Oblivious, you know, so that kind of works well for doubles. Intimidate Pokemon and Taunting, you know, it's quite handy to, you know, be immune to those sort of things. But I'd say all of those abilities there would work very, very nicely. All right, back to the Curse and Rest set here. So this is a PIMPNITE special here. So we got a Curse set here. So this is going to be max health, and we've got max special defense. So fully investing in health and special defense, making this as bulky as possible. Now we've got Unaware as the ability, which is I think is really good on this set because you don't need Water Veil because you can heal off any status. Oblivious, well, you know, maybe, but I feel like Unaware or Oblivious would be good for this set. So Curse is going to increase your attack and defense. You don't have to worry about speed because it's only got 35 base speed anyway. And I've also got Liquidation as its main stab move. Now, I know obviously there's counters to this, so this is something designed to swap in when there's no, you know, Storm Drain Pokemon, Water Absorb Pokemon, those sort of things, you know. So you just use your common sense there and swap it in and start setting up at the correct time. With Liquidation, you got a nice high base power. You got 20% chance to drop the defense by 1, 2. So it's going to be a nightmare to feint this Pokemon. It's going to be very, very bulky. Like, a really, really powerful special attacking moves would probably get rid of it. Now, as for Terra, I've just given it water. If you really want to give it like a troll thing, like ground or grass, you can. But, you know, the harder Liquidation hits, the quicker you get to sweep the other team without getting critical hit or something along those lines, right? Okay, let's have a look at another Dondozo set. So, I feel like this Pokemon is perfect for Assault Vest too. I've got Max Health and Max Attack EVs here, Adamant Nature. This could also be run in Trick Room at the same time because it's got 35 base speed. So alternatively, if you got a Trick Room team, you want to run it on there. You know, that's really good. 67 speed is terrible for level 100, but perfect for Trick Room. So, I mean, if you want to make it go slower, you could just pop on like, you know, like room service, but I don't think you really need to there because it's very, very slow. So back to my Assault Vest set here. Let's just pretend for a second that we weren't running a Trick Room or whatever, and we're just running Adamant, right? Okay, so we've got Avalanche here, which is a great move here, a very powerful move. Most things are going to outspeed you, so double base power, 120 base power, you know, pop that on a dragon type or a grass type, they're going to get absolutely, like, dominated there, and flying types, all that sort of stuff. Of course, we've got Liquidation on here. Now, there are some options for a little bit more power. You've got Aqua Tail, but you have to deal with that 90% accuracy, so I feel like it's not even worth it. Just use Liquidation. It's a better move in general. Looking at its physical moves here, so let me just see for a second. We've got Waterfall too, but there's no point running Waterfall because you're not going to be flinching anything. You do have the option of using Wave Crash. Now, Wave Crash is going to have a lot more base power. I feel this would be better maybe on another set, which I'll explain in a sec, but I feel like Liquidation will be better. Wave Crash, you'll sort of, you know, Dondozo is going to be taking quite a few hits, so you kind of be wanting like a lot of your health. So pretend, you know, say you get hit by a powerful electric type move, or Thunder Punch, or, you know, Energy Ball or something like that. Well, you're going to expend a bit of health, then Wave Crash. Well, you really want to make sure you get that KO, and if you don't, you're going to use a lot of recoil damage up. So I would suggest having Liquidation there, because it's got a nice attack, but it's not insane. You know, you really want to be putting those moves on insane stats, in my opinion. So I've got Earthquake there for electric types, of course, you know, and the Terra Ground, which is beautiful. And you've also got Zen Headbutt there for a little bit of coverage in fighting types and things like that. Or say a Grass and Poison type comes in, it's good for that as well. So there are some other options. You've got like Heavy Slam and body press and those sort of moves. Like, even if you did body press on here, it's still got a respectable defense stat. So, I mean, if you really wanted to run something based on defense, you could go like something super thick like this, right? Like Impish. But then again, you're sort of wasting, in my opinion, you're sort of like wasting its attack stat. So, I don't know. Like, you put body press on there if you're doing something with the actual move body press. Does it even get Iron Defense? It doesn't even get Iron Defense, so I don't know. Like, I'm not sure. Like, Body Press would be alright for Steel types, that's about it. But I feel like you'd have better moves those are better moves to choose from, which I, you know, just suggested there before. I mean, you got, let me have a look through here. Ice Fang as well, no point doing there. And Order Up doesn't work the way in singles. You have to do that move in doubles. It's also got Rock Slide too. That wouldn't be bad. Another bad move in doubles as well. If you were going for a speedy set. Just a sort of afterthought there for that. And yeah, that's pretty much what I do for the Assault Vest set. Let's have a look at a Choice Band set here, because I did mention this could definitely run a Choice Band set. As for EVs, let me adjust them there. So we're running Max Attack, of course. I just think this Max Attack and Max Health works so well in this Pokemon. It's absolute beast. So let's get rid of Body Press. Let's remove Liquidation now. Now this is where I feel like Wave Crash would be relevant, you know. That would 120 base power, you got that stab. Or you could even bump the Terror up to Water as well. If you really want to get those KOs, bump it right up there. That's going to hit very, very hard. You know, that's neutral hit's going to hurt, super effective, they're done, so that's another way around there. I'd be keeping Water Veil on here, always on the physical sets, like really heavily based physical sets like Choice Band, Assault Vest, especially sweeping ones. I love Water Veil because you can't be burned, If you've got a partner in doubles and stuff that's going to be healing off any status or, healer partner and those sort of things, healer ability, you'd be fine maybe to go into Oblivious and stuff like that. But yeah, just watch out if you're going to run these sets if you're not running Water Veil because you don't want to be burned because it will become dead weight really quick. Just having a look at some of the other physical moves it gets here. There's not very much outside of that. There isn't much. So you could go Crunch as well for, I guess, psychic types and ghost types and those sort of things. That's not a bad move. It's more of a filler move, that could definitely work in your favor there as well if you are looking for other options. I'd put Earthquake on here instead of Rock Slide too. That's just for double. So that simple set there, Choice Band, you're going to be able to not only tank a lot of hits, you're going to be able to hit hard as well. To counter Dondozo isn't that hard. It's not... Okay, its main weakness is its speed, right? So, and it can be worn down fairly easy too, unless the opponent is running like Rest and Sleep Talk, And it can be... It depends on the set. Like, it can be set up on it too if it's not running unaware. If it is, then you have to get around it another way, right? But try and focus on its special defensive stat, right? Hit it really hard on the special defensive because... Unless someone's running like Assault Vest and things like that. If they're not running Assault Vest, well, they're not going to be running Rest, are they? So you can definitely sort of wear them down there. You have to sort of see what set they're running and then make a accurate assumption and onto what to get rid of it. But powerful special attacks on the special side. If they're running Assault Vest, just keep wearing them down or status it, something like that. You eventually get around it. It's not a speedy Pokemon unless it's used in doubles there. And even then, it's not like super duper high. So you should be able to eventually wear this Pokemon down. But it is a very good Pokemon. So, yes, let me do a couple of meme sets here. There was quite a bit to explain there with these other sets here. I want to do a couple of meme sets. I'm going to come up with them right now. Let's bring it up here. So, Dondozo. Looking at stats here, so I really want to do this set here because this is just a classic PIMPNITE set. So, we've got Rest and Sleep Talk. I love that. And it also learns... I actually seen that it learns Fissure as well, which is really cool. So you could do like a troll set here. You could go Rest, Sleep, Talk, and Fissure. Matter of fact, you could go Leperberry. You could go Unaware, Leperberry, Rest, Sleep, Talk, and Fissure. I know, obviously, it's got its limits. It's not going to be able to hit other Pokemon outside of there. And you could even troll them and go like, look, we'll do the old faithful ground again, Terra Ground, That's another way of working it too. Does it get like... I doubt it gets... No, I don't... Smackdown... I'm not sure if Smackdown's even in the game still. But yeah, that's a be another like really, really funny troll set as well. You could even do something like this, like if you went like... I don't know. Something like that. That'd be cool, like Atomic Tantrum. But if you didn't want any like attacking moves, you just want pure blubber and bulk. I would go max health and I would just go max special defense. Give it all-round bulk. And that is going to be running beautifully. You're probably going to get a Fissure KO, If there's no flying or levitating Pokemon, that's going to be able to live a lot of hits too. You could even baton pass stats onto it. Like, I don't know, you could even do something like a Shed Tail, give it a sub or something like that. But yeah, that's a definite troll set. Okay, what I'm going to do here is do another set. So that's the troll set. Whatever move you want to add on there, you can. Let me have a look at the status for a sec. Oh, okay, that's not bad. So it also gets Soak as well. So you could Soak and put them into a pure water type. That could be nice too. So say if they were flying type, you could get around that and Soak them. Perfect. That's even better. Beautiful moveset there. Gold medal performance moveset. The only thing you have to worry about is like levitate and, what else? What Pokemon? Orthworm, Orthworm would troll that, but obviously every moveset's going to have a counter, right? But that would be a classic troll set right there if you want to make someone really salty. Use that Dondozo set. Don't use it against me. Okay, let's go on to the next Dondozo set here. Lots to do. I love this Pokemon. You probably realized that from my enthusiasm and tone of my voice. So, looking at its stats now, I want to have a look at its special side because we haven't really touched on it. I know it's trash, but let's have a look. So we've got Hydro Pump, Surf, and Terra Blast. Oof. Yeah, this is rough. So we got obviously we'll go a Hydro Pump, we'll go a Terra Blast because that's going to give us a little bit to do with some other moves, and it's just, man, this is bad. So also you could definitely run this Pokemon. I'm not talking about this set in particular. You could definitely run this Pokemon on a rain team. It would be really, really good. You know, it would be hitting very, very hard, and it'd be a nice sponge for a lot of our Pokemon at the same time. Yeah, let's have a look at Terra Blast. I mean, we could go Terra. Let's go Terra Grass here. That'd be pretty cool. Terra Grass. You could go Terra Ground too, but I've done a lot of Terra Ground sets. Let's do something different. So Terra Grass. Oh, that's another move I wanted to add on this troll. So say if you don't care and you've got Pokemon to deal with flying and levitate, you could do Noble Roar, because I did a Noble Roar Dondozo and it's so bulky. Noble Roar is a move that basically no one uses. What it does, it drops your target's attack and special attack by 1, and it's also a sound wave move, so it's really, really cool, you know, and make Dondozo even more tanky. Yes, where were we? So we're looking at this special set here. So it does get Rain Dance. That's all right. Got a Rain Dance there. Beautiful. So it's going to power up the old Hydro Pump a little bit. Let's whack on some EVs here while I'm thinking about it. So, yeah, we're not going to run speed because you can't outspeed a Shuckle. So we got 251. It's all right. Coming off 65, you know. It's not bad. We'll go to the old Damp Rock here. Okay, get things a nice little bit wet. And so we got that Damp Rock and we got the Hydro Pump. So we got Rain Dance as well. So that's going to make Rain Dance last for 8 turns. So I'll be able to do a little bit there. What else does it have? Supersonic. Oh, I know what to do. Okay, all right. You could even do like a, actually, before I do that, you got Yawn on here as well. That's actually kind of interesting. So you could go with Yawn there too. But you could also use Noble Roar and do like a, you could do like a throat spray too. That'd be kind of interesting, like boost the special attack. But yeah, there's some other options you could definitely try and do for that too on the special side if you really wanted it. As for ability, well, you don't have to worry about Water Veil, and yeah, go Unaware because you don't have to worry about Oblivious or Water Veil. I'd give that one a go. If you're going for a special Dondozo set, you want to be a little bit of something different. Yeah, so Chilling Water, that's not going to work too well on there. You got High Beam as well. Might as well throw the High Beam on the Dondozos. We've got a Hydro Pump, Hyper Beam, Terra Blast, Grass, and Rain Dance as well. So absolutely incredible stuff there. Going to get you so many KOs this set. I think that's pretty much it for Dondozo. I felt like I've done a pretty good job covering most things about it. Almost typed in Growled on there. Wow. A Growled on Dondozo. Let's have a look quickly if I can do anything with its defenses at all. Okay, you could do this too. So you've got Curse and you've got Body Press. Like, this is not bad either. So you go Curse and Body Press. Thought I'd touch on this because there's going to be there's some use in this. So you've got Curse and Body Press. So this is actually not bad. So you've got Curse, Body Press. So Body Press is going to be good for the Curse boost. And Curse you could add on... Leftovers would work very well on this too. You could add on... I don't know. Like, it depends. Like, if you're going for physical move, I'd probably go for physical moves here. So you've got like an option here. So you've got this using its defense, and you've got it using its attack stat as well. So not a bad spin there on Body Press to make. This is going to be our best way to make Body Press work on Dondozo. And you could even go, for argument's sake, you could even go Resto, Chesto as well. After you got a couple of curses up. And you just want to go, crazy with Liquidation and Body Press until you faint, go for it. That set can definitely work too. Anyway, people, I think I've done a pretty dang good job at going through Dondozo and movesets for it. If you've got anything to add, please do in the comment section of the video. I hope these videos are helping. I know lots of people like my theme teams and sweeps, but I really actually quite like doing this. I've got a couple of... I've probably got 3 more guides coming up this week on the Thursday, so there's been a couple of Pokemon people have been asking for. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go with the highest request there. So if people are really requesting one Pokemon, I'll just do it, all right? So Thursday, I've got 3 new guides as well, and maybe tomorrow as well. I'll see how I'm going for time and stuff. Anyway, people, I'll catch you next time. Peace out.